Welcome to Aviation Today, and today I'm going to talk about the thermosphere of the Earth's atmosphere. Together, you and I, we have covered the troposphere, the stratosphere, the mesosphere, and some boundaries such as the tropopause, the mesopause, the stratopause, and the mesopause. Now it is time to cover the ther- the thermosphere. The thermosphere is located between the exosphere on top and the mesosphere at the bottom. And it is about 50 miles, which account for 80 kilometers above sea level. That is its thickness. That is its length from the sea level. So you can see that is very high. Those that altitude is very high, and at that altitude the gases are not mixing up as they usually do in the in the lower layers, such as the tropopause. So they are kind of spread out in in different segment, different layers, several layers. They're not interacting. They're not interacting as much as they do in the lower um, layers. Um, that's the one crucial characteristic of the thermosphere is that it is subject to ultraviolet radiation, and what 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 happens with that is that 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 UV, you know, um, causes photo photoionization and photo dissociation that generate generate uh, charged particle. Of course, when you're talking about charged particle, you're talking about ions, I-O-N, ions. So as you can imagine, with all that heat, all that radiation in this layer of the atmosphere, there's there's a concentration of ions, okay, and those those ions uh, create some sort of conductors, into radio waves that that refract, okay, and then received over the horizon. The the temperatures in the thermosphere is dependent upon solar activity, and the and depending on the time and the time, either the day, either day or night, the radiation can the temperatures, I would say, the temperatures can rise to about 2,000 degrees C, which account for 3,630 degree Fahrenheit or more. So you can see that is very, very, very hot. So so you can see why that the thermosphere, because of all those electromagnetic movements, you can see why that it is considered as the larger part of the ionosphere. Ionosphere. Okay. So the main thing, two main things to remember about the thermosphere is that the temperatures increase with altitudes, as opposed to the troposphere, for example. Okay, because of the absorption of the highly energetic solar radiation. Okay, so so when you have charged particles, you have electrical neutral electrical atoms that become charged particles or ions. Okay, so you have electromagnetic concentration that actually enable radio waves, okay, to be refracted, and then of course those waved not the, those waves are received over the horizon. Okay, so as a matter of fact, the temperatures in the thermosphere can reach 2,500 degrees C, I would say like 4,530 degree Fahrenheit. However, it is not to say that cold weather does not exist in the thermosphere. Of course, people that people who observe the thermosphere or objects in the thermosphere can experience cold weather as well. Why? Because the gases at that altitude have the density of the gases at that high altitude is so low that the molecules, cannot generate, cannot really, collide with each other to produce, to produce enough heat sometimes. And that's the reason why that it is possible to experience cold weather in in the thermosphere, in spite of the high temperature that the high temperatures that it contains. So this video is the first segment, part one of the thermosphere. I don't want to make it too long, so since I'm gonna do it in segments anyway, so I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop it, and then when I will continue in my next YouTube video on the subject.